What's up, guys? Welcome back to the J&J Podcast, episode 2. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jordan.
I'm Justin.
There you go. And before we get started with our show today, we have two announcements. First of all, thank you for anyone who watched our first episode. Part 2 is going to come up.
Yeah, I should have it up by tomorrow. And
we'll try to start actually getting these out
quicker.
Like in the month that we do it. Yeah, definitely in the month. But we have finals and everything. We gotta graduate and everything, okay?
Yeah. That's gonna be a problem. Anywho.
So two announcements. First, if you have not heard about Obama's farewell speech, please go watch it or read about it. It's a great speech. This is our president, first black president. Such a good time.
T-minus 9 days till we all go to hell.
Yes, but please, also, just want to say this. Look, you don't have to like Trump. I don't like him. But look, if he fails, we fail. At the end of the day, support him because if he succeeds, we succeed.
Well, apparently, according to him, CNN is a failure, so.
I mean, there are a lot of fake news sources. I don't blame.
Yeah, but that's another story for another time.
And also, last month, after our podcast, like a few weeks, we lost Carrie Fisher, Demi Reynolds.
Yep. Ronda Rousey's career.
Condolences to their families, losing not one but two, actually back-to-back two, which is very sad. Their documentary on both of their lives came out on HBO over the weekend, actually. It's called Bright Lights. Please go watch it. It's a great documentary that showcases both of their lives and, their dedication. So please go watch it, support it. They put a lot of work into it. It was originally supposed to come out in May, but due to tragedy, HBO decided to release it very early. So please go watch it.
That's it. That's all you got for news?
Well, gaming. Oh, for gaming, Scalebound was unfortunately canceled, but Nier Automata is still coming. What's going on, Platinum? You had to cancel. Oh, Microsoft, but not Sony. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the Switch
life.
announcement. The Switch announcement is coming tomorrow. Nintendo's finally going to reveal the specs for the Switch. If you're really interested in Nintendo because the Wii U is dead, it is. No one can deny it at this point. How many games came out for the Switch last year?
For the Switch last year? For the Switch last year?
For the Wii U.
For the Switch last year?
For the Wii U.
Yo, I didn't even know the Switch was out.
I mean, it was shown on what was that? What, Steven? I forgot. It was shown on some network. What was that?
I don't know.
I forgot. But yeah. How many games came for the Wii U last year? Exactly. All right, Nintendo fanboys. All right, it's dead. Okay, the Switch is here, and look, it could. And look, I'm hopeful. I wanted to compete with Sony and Microsoft and PC. Okay, I love Nintendo. I love their games.
Yeah, coming from a PlayStation person, nothing's beating PC.
Yeah, nothing really is ever going to be PC for now, at least for now.
I'm sorry. Even the PlayStation Pro, you can't even get 4K video.
Yeah, and maybe Xbox Scorpio. We'll see about that.
I doubt it.
Who knows? I actually believe Microsoft because look, they are really good with computers.
I know. Look, I know. I got a Windows computer right here.
Yeah, so if they have the best chance. So yeah, Switch tomorrow. I think at 11 or 12.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Search it up. It's called Google.
Yeah. It'll also probably be live on Twitch too. They do everything live on Twitch now and YouTube.
And on YouTube. Okay, so I guess you might as well say that we're not alone on this podcast today.
No, we're not. Last time we said we'd have a special guest. We finally got him too. This man is a true definition of triple threat. He can sing, he can act, and he can dance. Yeah. I can attest to that all three too.
Oh, I can attest to that because y'all heard what we talked about when it came to prom.
Yeah. And this man Justin right here said he expects to see him on Hamilton at some point.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the future lead in Hamilton. Yo, please, I'm about to cop them tickets early.
Please welcome Randy
I don't know about Hamilton, but
yeah. When you get on that, like I said, I need some free tickets.
we'll see how life treats me.
You're almost done, right?
I am.
How has Brown treated you?
It's been,
Wait,
4 years.
I guess we should clarify. We're talking about the university for all you racists that are watching this.
I mean, I am Brown in tone, so yeah, Brown University it's been an interesting last 4 years. I've been a theater major the entire time,
Let's go theater.
but
Let's go arts.
I jumped right in. I never really had time to adjust to it. I was there for 2 weeks, and my advisor was like, "Be in my play," and I was like, I'm still getting used to Brown. I don't really know if a play is the best thing I need right now." And he was like, "It's a musical," and I was like, "I've never really done that. I don't know if that's the best thing for me right now." And I was in his playwriting class, and every chance that we read like my play, he'd be like, "That was great. You should be in mine." And I was like, "You've never even seen me act." So he was like, "So audition for my play." And I was like, "All right, whatever, I'll do it."
You know what that sounds like? You know how you get like the #1 high school recruit that goes to your college?
I know, right?
And you get him to start right away? That's how Randy sounds right now.
I never would have expected that, but that's how I started in theater at Brown. And then going forward, I was working on that. So we did like a 3.5 hour musical, and we put it up after like 2.5 weeks of rehearsal. And like, I was off book, which I'm very proud of. I'm very good at memorizing lines. So I was off book, and there was this funny story. Like I was taking stage lighting, then I had to go light a dance show as like my midterm or final project. And we had tech, and I had rehearsal at the same time. And I was like, "I'll show up whenever I'm done with my project." And they're like, "Okay." So I finished my project. It went well, and I run to rehearsal. And I'm like, "All right, where are we?" And I'm like, "All right, we're up on this scene." My character's name was like Marcellus, and he was like,
Wiley.
"You're gonna come up whenever." I was like, "All right." So I change into costume like really quickly, and I run upstairs, and the line right before I come on is said, and then I just walk on and I like say my line as if nothing had happened, and that was my normal entrance spot. And my professor was like, "All right, everyone, take notes. That's how you make an entrance." Because like nobody had known that I was there yet. I had just gotten in costume and went on stage when I was supposed to be there. They're like, "That's great." And I had expected to get notes from him and be like, "All right, next time just don't be late." But instead I was like, "If you're gonna be late, make an entrance."
Guys, if you ever thought about being a theater major, just do it so you can be over the top.
Build that resume. Keep building that resume.
And feed that ego.
I mean, yeah, resumes and egos is what it's all about now.
Definitely.
I'm building mine.
He did go to the same high school as us. He is in the same year as Justin.
Yep.
I am.
He was the first one to go to Brown, Ivy League.
First one.
First one
You're
in
first one at
Ivy
Ivy League, right?
First one in the Ivy League, but first one in the network in general.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody from the Chris Aaron Network went to an Ivy League?
According to, like, from what I know, I was the first one in the network. That's like 23 schools.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a small amount of schools, but now we've had more people go to Ivy Leagues.
2 after me, yeah.
Hey, and they're all from our school?
Wait.
Yeah, they are all
Sheesh.
from our school.
Wait, I heard someone went to Harvard, right?
No, not to my knowledge.
I heard another one went to Brown.
I know one goes to Brown with me.
Right.
And then one goes to Columbia.
Yeah. He or she might have graduated, but definitely graduated by now.
No, they were both under me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, me personally, I would have still went to CUNY. I just got into Macaulay and collected all those benefits that they give you. It's a free laptop, and you get money to go study abroad.
Oh, that
Well,
is
people,
a nice deal.
look out for him because he's almost done with school. Your plans for after.
Plans for after.
Coming to a Broadway show near you.
Auditions.
Hamilton.
We'll see. I have a friend who did audition for Hamilton, actually. They're waiting to hear back.
Really?
So you never know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, before leaving college, I will be in the Heights, as in the play, the musical.
I thought you meant watch the Heights. I'm like, what you doing up there?
No, the musical. I got cast in the Heights for Brown, so that'd be fun to work with.
You'll of course be in New York for a while, at least I should say.
Yeah, coming back for auditions for Broadway, for off Broadway, for
and
films.
Most likely, at some point, you'll probably journey on someplace else.
Yeah.
If maybe not, who knows?
I'll hit up Chicago, LA.
He'll go on
see.
like these tour buses
California,
all around the country.
Let's see.
I mean, that's the plan. Just I'd like to see the country.
That's my plan. I want to stay in New York for a bit after college. Then go find a new place, get a new start.
You see, me, since I want to study media, I only get 3 options. It's either New York, Connecticut, or LA.
That's true.
Everyone goes to LA at some point.
Well, the thing is, if you want to work in the WWE or ESPN, you got to go to Connecticut.
You do have to go to Connecticut. I pass their building every time I'm like on my way to school. I'm just like, all right, I'm like halfway home or halfway to school now. Like, that is my marker.
Nah, I've applied to be an intern with both of them because I'm like, listen, the Metro North's right there. I could take that trip down and back.
I used to do it every Friday.
All right.
I would do that.
Awesome. So, as you're our first guest. You're our first guest. You won't be our last, though.
Of course not.
Yeah. Also, sometimes we'll also film our podcast, too.
I mean, if we want, we could start like live streaming these podcasts and still recording them.
We can also do it on Instagram Live.
And Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And Twitter Live, I guess.
That's technically
live.
Periscope. I mean, let's not do it now.
No.
But it's something to keep in mind.
I'll do it next time.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Plus, we do this once a month. Strictly once a month. We have school, work, and everything.
Other channels.
Yeah, he has other channels.
People trying to become famous.
I ain't trying to become famous.
This
I'm trying to
time-
become known.
He is. I'm just trying to get my name and brand out there. It's always good to get your name out there.
I know.
Networking is the most important thing.
In any job, ever. Especially in the theater world, it is the most important thing you can do.
I'm trying to become a teacher, so my whole famous thing is like...
I'm trying to become a studio producer.
I mean, hey, look, if my students tell me, oh, yo, Mr. Vance, I see you on YouTube, you're so funny, like, okay, yeah, that's a victory to me.
Oh, nah. Imagine you just walk into a classroom and your students are like, you're on YouTube. Like,
I'll be like, mission
I
accomplished.
was.
And if the
Man.
parent and if the parents are cool with it, cool with me too. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like one of the things I want to do. I want to go to a school, start up a film program, and then like have them have their own channel. Like they write and produce their own stuff.
You
That'd
know,
be cool.
you could do
That's
that
kind of
at our high school.
My
I
summer job.
could, but that means I have to talk to Mr. Ford about it, other people.
No, but like I'm sure he would do it too. Plus, you should do it. We'll talk about this off camera. You should do it about the next 2 years.
I mean, in theory, we are already off camera.
Off mic.
Nah, we should be off mic.
Off mic, no, but you should do it soon. If you wanted to, though, it would be a great
I mean,
opportunity.
I've thought about doing it for a while.
I mean, I have met people in our school wanting to do film.
Even Mr. Picaro told me I should do it.
You should. It's
Go
a great
for it.
opportunity. I mean, you can not only just make money.
I mean,
from it
things
too,
don't
but
start unless you work on them. So
True, but I feel like there's like 2 clubs that need to be started. Like it's that, and then there's like a personal finance.
I
one,
mean,
but that's a whole other thing.
I mean,
there's
especially
also
like
an editing one that needs to be done.
I mean, that'll be under film.
I
Like,
mean,
I gotta teach them,
fair.
plan, shoot, edit.
I
Yeah.
mean, especially like if this is a thing like you can do during the summer, sometimes even on the weekends throughout the year, and then you get to show this to like the student body during a special event.
I mean, it's true. It's not even like they need special equipment. I mean, I just took a class about making phones on your iPhone. Or
Making videos on your iPhone.
making videos on your iPhone.
That's what I got this tripod for.
And it's like the iPhone and cell phone capabilities are very advanced, more so than you would think for making movies.
The fact that I can now shoot a 4K video, even though it's only 5 minutes, on my phone is amazing.
Yeah. And like with cameras coming out and phones coming out with like 2 lenses that you can use. Like my phone has 2 lenses for wide and like narrow shooting. It is amazing. And I don't even make videos like that.
Hey, who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? Maybe I'll stop by one day and see.
You should look. Actually, this is the whole thing. Off tangent, real quick. Use your connections. your old schools use them. They are there for a reason. You can always use those connections. Actually, just today I was talking with some of the professors. They want to help me out with looking for schools and getting scholarships. My old high school, I didn't even have to ask them. They volunteered.
That's nice of them.
You see what that does for you.
I guess some people have better connections than others.
For real.
Our principal, he went to Fordham. He said, "Oh, I'll help you." I'm like, "Thank you."
Are you trying to be a college professor?
No. Like middle school, high school. But I want my master's.
Just do high school. Just do high school.
No,
It depends. Depends where in the city you teach in that high school.
But okay, enough getting off tangent for right now. We'll probably get off tangent a lot.
Come on, we're known for doing that.
But as will become per usual when we have a guest, they get to choose a topic or topics that we get to talk about today. So Randy, what is our topic?
Me. We were having a pretty good gaming conversation before.
Before we got on the mic.
I mean, I came prepared to talk about stress of final semester before graduation and life afterwards.
Hey, we can talk about gaming. We can talk about anything.
I mean, there are two of you. I'll let you choose. Those are your options.
You're the guest.
Nah, it's up to you. We're sticking with this.
We can still knock out both.
Yeah, we can do both. I feel like after college aspirations are easier to knock out first.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that.
Okay. Well, I'll put my 2 cents in because I'm still a year from this.
You and I both.
But finals, your final semester, I think you should have this mindset about what am I gonna do in my life after this? Because you don't have to go to school anymore. You don't.
You're right.
School's over for you for once.
At this point, it's literally you can get more school. You can get more school. You can go to school if you go to school to get your master's or PhD or whatever if you want.
Are there PhDs in theater?
Yeah.
There's
PhDs in master programs and stuff
like
that.
Yeah.
Why?
You can get a master's and PhD in really anything now.
Well, yeah, no, I could get a master's in my field, but
the thing is that they're so abundant because not many people ever get PhDs.
That's because nobody wants to be $100,000 in debt.
I'm not paying for that. And I mean, people that I've spoken to in the industry are all like, "That's kind of a waste of time if you're not already in the industry." Yeah. It may make sense to hone your craft a little bit later and go back to school when you have a little bit more money, but I'm broke.
Yeah,
I'm from the city. I am not trying to pay $100,000 so they can teach me to stand and find my light.
Exactly. But yeah, you should have a mindset about what you're gonna do because you essentially have 3 options: get a master's,
get a job,
or if you have a lot of income, take a year off. I've known people.
Well.
Take a year off is completely off the table.
If you live in New York City, taking a year off is out of the question.
No. Because I know I have a few rich friends who they could easily take a year off if they wanted to. They just choose not to.
Could we bold that word, rich?
Well, because I am not rich.
Not you. Not you two, okay?
So a year off is out of the question.
You can't even take a month off.
Yo,
I can't take a day off.
So, I have, an account with mint.com that shows you your net worth. There's a little thing called a negative sign by mine, and that's for student loans.
Right?
I
don't have a lot in loans compared to most people.
I don't have a lot either, but
I don't have a lot, but I have enough.
Oh, I'll have a lot because I'm going for my master's. So
good luck.
I'll probably get scholarships.
I still applaud you.
Just become a sugar baby. Just find the sugar mama.
No.
Listen.
Okay.
Don't knock that.
There is a few reasons I'm getting my master's. One, because no one in my family's ever gotten one. I'll be the first.
Not a lot of people in my family got bachelors.
I always said I want to say I've gotten 4 diplomas. It's always cool to say. And then also I remember one of our old professors, Mr. Pyland. I remember
I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. The one who told me I'm incredibly smart, but I'm incredibly lazy too.
Yeah.
Love that about him.
Mm-hmm. No, he once said, in the future, the job market, where you're really gonna need a master's to even get a good paying job, and he's right. At some point, you will need that because getting a bachelor's is nothing anymore now today.
I just like to point out there are child actors in my field, so a master's is not necessary
for certain fields.
You mean everybody who works in Disney?
Right.
I'm okay, not for all fields. I'm talking about like certain fields that's not related to like the arts.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, even for like a lot of the arts, I feel like you don't even need a bachelor's. You just need like a real, really. Like you need experience.
You need experience, but the way to get that it's kind of the catch-22 with like
I know
equity and these
when someone tells
unions.
When someone tells me like, oh, I don't need college, then like I'm gonna ask them straight up like, okay, so what are you gonna do then? And if they can't tell me right then and there, like, what are you gonna do? You're not in college. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna invest money. That's
I
it.
think, but like, I think that question is a little bit loaded though, because college does not necessitate worth. You know, like you can go to college
get your
and
bachelor's.
still be a piece of crap.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you can stay in the city. Like we're all from the city. You can stay here, and you can work your behind off. You know, and you may not be making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but people respect you.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, that respect is just as valuable as that degree. It may not cost you as much, but it's just as valuable.
Well, that paycheck is very much valuable to me as the other two.
Changing,
You're right.
The job market is really changing. I mean, that was one of the biggest debates during this election. You know, Trump, said, I'm going to bring back jobs to people. He said that so many times.
Man, let's not even go there.
Well, he did a pretty good job of that with Ford. He bashed him for having opening up a plant in Mexico.
He actually did get Carrier too, and he's also imposing taxes now on people trying to leave, business trying to leave the U.S. to go up.
He's trying to get like an import tax.
Yeah.
So that way, companies can't like factory their stuff in another country and bring it back here.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing about the job market. It's changing now. Where we're no longer in industrial or manufacturing. We're service based now.
We are.
And the problem with that is a lot of these blue collar workers who are older, they don't have the skills. Some of them don't have the skills to do some of those. I don't want to say higher level jobs, but some of these jobs are require them to have some higher level skill upon. More than just mining coal or putting together a phone.
No, you're right. But at the same time, the fact that Trump is now president, I don't want to ever see you need 5 years experience to get this job.
Yo, for real. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear what was your prior experience. Like, no.
Well,
I'm gonna apply for ESPN right now as a senior producer.
The most interesting, because I go through comments. I love reading about all this stuff, especially comments, because like comments to me are the perfect thing, because like I get to see people's opinions, whether they disagree with me or not, or just I want to see some ignorance. Comments, YouTube, Facebook, they're the perfect ones for that. But one person said, yeah, I know we're living in an automated and globalization age, but like why can't we keep factories and everything? Like why can't that stay the same? And it's because one person commented saying, because America can't compete with that. We can't compete with these new emerging markets. China, for example, there's a reason why they're booming with that. Less cost, less regulation, cheaper labor.
Another thing that we're also going towards is like, unlike decades prior, actually, we're no longer about just like employee-based jobs. Like people are now getting into independent contractor work, freelance work,
right.
all that stuff. I'm an independent contractor now, and I'm self-employed.
There's a lot of art, especially artists. I know I keep bringing it back to artists because that's just my field of
Because you know,
expertise.
It's mine.
because
But-
2/3 of us are in the arts.
Yeah, but like a lot of my friends are just like, I have to go and create my own art because the job market's just not really calling for it. Like, we're not going out and like, I need to work here or I need this high tech job, and it's because like, one, they're asking for 5 years experience right out of college, and two, we're just a generation that prefers to follow our dreams now.
Pretty much, like it's no longer
Which
our parents
is-
want us to be a doctor, so we got to be a doctor.
Well, it's just
Exactly.
both bad and good. There's negative and cons. to
There's pros
everything.
and cons to everything, but I think in the long run, it's better that we're just like, let's follow our dreams, because at the end of the day, you have people who actually care about what they're doing,
Yeah, especially
opposed to people who are forced into it.
especially with a lot of these jobs becoming automated now.
Exactly.
I mean, let's take for example cashier job.
Like
That Amazon thing that's coming out.
the supermarket.
Yeah.
I mean, take for example a cashier job at McDonald's.
The fact
We
that
all know at some point that they're literally just gonna do away with that.
Oh,
it's
for
gonna
the
become
vending?
no. They'll have iPads. They've
DoorDash
already
and
started
stuff.
that too. They'll have iPads.
by
where
my
now-
school.
Yeah, and because they already know people don't really use cash that much anymore. Everyone usually uses cards or Apple Pay or Android Pay.
True.
They just do that. But a lot of these higher level jobs such as accounting or anything, their jobs are more secure. No job's truly secure, but cashier jobs like that, they're way less secure because they're a lot easier to replace.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, the job that's booming is technology.
Always. Well, really, there's always going to be certain jobs are going to be always more in demand and secure than others, because we all know that there are about 3 or 4 things that are always going to be common in life. People are going to be born, so doctors are going to be
Doctors
needed.
are necessary.
Education.
People are going to get married, so need wedding planners, all that stuff. People are going to die, so the funeral business ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, and we got a thing called taxes, so accountants are definitely needed.
I also think education, though, you always need teachers.
Well, yeah, because people are always born, they need to educate. Well, actually, no. Because I did find a video that I do have on my Facebook about different types of education that don't really require teachers.
No, they do say that the first teacher is in fact your parents, and a lot of parents start homeschooling now.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a
I
podcast.
still hope that, Trump
And-
actually invests a lot of money into education.
I doubt it.
Okay, education seriously does need money.
Remember, I forgot who it was, but somebody in his cabinet did say, if I had a choice, I would eliminate the DOE. Let's not forget that part.
Yeah.
So, education might be a little screwed.
And they're screwing this whole country, though.
Oh, of course.
They screwed us when they voted him in.
Of course they did. Yes, they did.
Anyways, we were talking about, everybody's plans for afterwards. Randy, you did say yours. Jordan?
I'm still a year off, but
And you and I are both in the
I
same
mean,
boat.
you got a year off, but I've been planning this since I was like 8.
Oh no! I planned this as soon as I went in my freshman year. I said
You was playing as soon as Hamilton came out.
I'm going straight in for my master's because I don't want to fall into the trap, and this is true, where many people start going to work, and they do. Some of them say, "Oh, I'm gonna get my master's at some point." Half of them never do. It's common. You get comfortable,
You do.
and at some point your mindset's gonna be like you're 25, 26, saying, "I don't really have to go to school. I'm making a good income. Why would I need more school?"
But at what point do you stop being comfortable with school and move on?
That's difficult. I mean, for me, I'm perfectly fine with doing, 2 more years of school after I get my BA. Because that's how long it's gonna take me. I'm fine with that. But I know for some people, I have a friend right now who says, "I hate college. I don't wanna. I hate that I had to do 4 extra years, and I'm gonna end up in a desk job."
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And then I have another friend. She said, "What? I'm not even gonna use any of this. I'm not even gonna work."
Oh, I'm going to get into that when I do mine. I got something like
And-
that.
And the thing is that we live now in a society where college is like so ingrained to us that, you know, yeah, it really is needed to an extent for certain practices. For others, it's more experience based or even talent. For yours, like like for arts, yeah, you know, it's.
I mean,
it's
it
less
helps.
about
Like,
it helps.
going to Brown will definitely get my name in the door.
Definitely will. But for someone like me who wants to be a teacher, like, yeah, I need college. I don't necessarily need the master's. It just really helps me. It makes me a better applicant compared to other people who probably won't have the master's. But like for people like, you know, also in business too, like you need the degrees because there's a certain level of skills needed that you can really only get through going through, you know, those 4 years, 6 years, however long it really takes you.
You're right.
Well, the thing about business, I'm going to chime in on that one, is the fact that people do get in the door, like, you know, with big business jobs with their bachelor's, and then their jobs be like, we want to move you up, but you need a master's, so we're going to pay for you to get that.
Yeah, but then that goes back to that just goes back to like you need more skills, and those skills you're only really going to get those in.
But for that, I'll wait until they offer to pay me. But that's just that. I mean, I got like 2 plans for after I graduate. Like, my main plan is to like go on one of these major networks and become a show producer. I just found out there's like a bunch of different producer jobs: show, field, set.
Bruh, if you start producing WWE, I need free tickets.
If you get into Hamilton, I need free tickets. I need 2 because I know there's gonna be a lot of girls that's gonna want to come with me to see that.
That's gonna be on. It's on Broadway, right?
It's
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 gonna
still
be
on
on there
Broadway.
for a
That's gonna be there
long
for a
time.
couple years.
It's like the Book
It's
of
sold
Mormon.
out for like the next year.
It's like the Book of Mormon.
Oh man, I
Mamma
found that
Mia.
funny when Trump was like, let's boycott Hamilton. Mind you, tickets are sold out for like the next year.
Yeah,
No, but I got another plan, which was going to the whole I'm not even gonna work thing that you talked about, because I got this plan that I'm gonna retire like by age 45, and I found how to do it. Ugh, I like that look. Look up a blog called Mr. Money Mustache. The guy retired at the age of 34.
For those of you wondering what the look was, it was a very confused look. He had his eyebrows parsed, shaking his head, lips kind of quivering like, what are you talking about?
Yo, it is fully possible to retire early, and that is my ultimate goal.
You know how long people live now? You're gonna be retired for how many years now?
Yo, I could rock with that.
I can't.
40, 50 years. I can't stand not doing something.
Yeah,
I
Oh
love
no,
it.
I'll still be doing stuff. It's just I don't have to be
Like,
like
I'm retiring at a cool 70,
nah, I ain't doing
and
that.
I'm retired for the next 30 years, enjoying my grandkids. You know.
As an actor, I want to be on screen for as long as I live. For even after I live. Which means you will see my face.
He wants to
when
be,
I'm 95.
He wants to be on screen up until he goes to an audition and be like, listen, you're not the right
No,
age for
he's
this
gonna
anymore.
You just know me.
He's
I'm
gonna
good.
be like Han Solo. He's gonna be like, yeah, I don't care how old I am. I'm coming back.
Yeah. I want to strike big on a great franchise that goes for 40 years. It's going to be wonderful.
Nah, like, but the producer
Or
side, I would love to be
Don't
behind the
get
camera
stuck
on.
in it because you know, like people like you don't become trapped in it.
You're right.
Like Hugh Jackman or Daniel Radcliffe.
But he's not. Hugh Jackman's not trapped in it. And Daniel Radcliffe has been doing other things.
But
He's
like-
known for Harry Potter.
No, but like the thing with them is like you see them and like people say like get back to Harry Potter.
True.
Like okay, let's take for example the guy who plays Luke Skywalker in the Joker.
Is that
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
That's all he's really allowed to do at this
But
point.
he's so good at it.
Did you not see him read Donald Trump's tweets, his New Year's tweet,
Yeah, I heard.
in the Joker voice?
No,
That was
but
amazing.
that's the thing. He's stuck in that. So that is actually a word of caution, people. You get sometimes certain actors they get stuck in roles.
Have you seen how many things he has been in as that role? That is a lot of money rolling
Put it like
It
this,
is,
but
but
he
like-
will. But he will forever be known.
No,
Exactly.
But like, certain
He will
actors don't
forever
wanna
be
get,
known.
Like, get into like serious dramas to get accolades.
Yeah.
I mean, like
they do.
Yeah, but like superhero movies, like you're really like you're adored by millions of kids and everything. But
Of
like
course.
accolades.
Yo, just become the next Morgan Freeman. You'll be known for acting, and you'll also be known to narrate.
I can do that. I can narrate.
Or
Just
Liam
gotta
Neeson.
like deepen your voice.
Or Liam Neeson.
That was my computer, everybody.
Liam Neeson is fine too. Yeah, stop.
No, it's still going.
No.
It was just my computer, like with a notification.
Alright. So yeah, during college, during your final year, final semester.
I should ask, are you gonna be busy your final year or your final semester, or are you just gonna be like more laid back?
So the plan was to be laid back. And then I auditioned for In the Heights, and I got cast. So I'm going back early so we can start like 8-hour rehearsals until school starts.
Well,
So, and then I'm a supervisor for one of my jobs on campus. And I just applied for another job on top of the 3 or 4 classes that I'll be taking. So, although it started out as, wanting to be laid back, I am going to be extremely busy.
well, this will be our final thing before we segue into gaming, which we all love.
Come on, gaming's life.
It is
Right.
life. You can make money off it now. It is life.
What? So many different ways.
But last thing is GPA. Some people don't really understand the gravity of what your GPA can do to you now.
Neither do I. I don't have one.
Wait, you don't get a GPA?
Brown University does
Yeah.
not give GPAs unless we
What?
specifically ask for it.
Wait, how in the...
So we
I
get
know.
grades, but we have a weird grading system. So we have like A, B, C, or no credit. So if you like fail a class, you just don't get credit for it. So like in theory, I have a bunch of A's and like a few B's, and and we have this option to take a class of like pass fail, basically like any class, and some of them are mandatory that way. So the GPA thing would be kind of weird with those classes. So like in theory, if I were to convert my grades, I have maybe like a 3.5.
In theory, it sounds like if I went to Brown and I just get like full C's and I just apply for grad school, they would just look at it and be like, oh, he went to Brown, he's in. Fuck the GPA.
In theory, that's the plan. Like that's what we hope. Like
oh,
there's a reason we go to an Ivy League school. I want the name to help me.
listen, just look up there. Look at that name.
Like
That's it.
it'll be nice to say I graduated from Brown. Like I'm sure it's nice to say I graduated from like any other college. But there's just something nice about that Ivy League name that people recognize when you're like, I go here. Or like, I went here.
I'm about to like put on my resume, since my school says Brooklyn College, I'm about to put under it, we have an Emmy. Because students actually got Emmy awards while in school.
Like, accolades are nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get my first Emmy and an SB.
Randy.
Trying to get that EGOT.
What?
So Randy, he really doesn't have to worry about GPA much. Also, because like he's going into the arts and the type of field he's really going to, like grades, it don't matter.
At the end of the day, as long as you're not becoming a doctor or a lawyer or something like that,
a 2.1.
grades don't really matter. At least to me, I feel like as long as you're passionate about it and working hard at it, you'll get somewhere.
Okay, like,
but
okay,
I don't
say,
want
like,
a doctor who's
Remember,
just, like, gets
remember
a
to
1.
all the art majors, C's get degrees.
Look, okay, if you're in business, try to become a lawyer. Like I looked that up. Like you need at least above a 3.5 to even get taken seriously.
Exactly. Like
Then some of my friends are screwed.
we
Well,
want
yeah.
lawyers who are good at their job. We want doctors who are good at their
You don't
job.
take
If you're
the-
skating by on like a 1.5, I
don't
don't trust you.
Yeah, you don't take mediocrity. You take the best.
I'm like
No.
that in any field.
Yeah, definitely. Just talking about like I'm going to teaching. Like right now, I have a 3.3. By the end, I'm going to have a 3.5. By the end, when I graduate. But would you want someone who has below a 2.0 to be your kid's teacher?
Well, you see, from what I'm thinking about, which GPA are you talking about? Are you going by like the full GPA, or are you going like major GPA?
Full.
oh, you see, I'm kind of screwed on the full part because I had a bad semester this past fall, and now my GPA went from a 3.3 to 2.8. But if you look at my major
bad semester really messes you up later.
But if you look at my major GPA, which is like all the classes I took within my major, I got a 3.7.
That's one thing about grades, which is why I personally think they don't really matter that much. Because when you're doing well and like you get like 100 on everything, or even like 90s, like you're getting straight 90s, it's great. You get 150, you're screwed.
Pretty much.
150, you're down to like what, a 75?
Yeah.
It like getting bad grades definitely affects you a lot more than doing well.
Like I got a C in my first C too. I got it in one semester, and that brought that term GPA down to a 3.1, just one C. And like that goes to show you, like, you know, how fragile, you know, GPAs really are.
They're like male egos.
Male ego. That girl says, "You didn't do it well. I'll give you like a C plus."
All right, so we getting into this gaming.
Okay, well, so tell us what platform you play on.
PS4.
PS and PC.
Master Race. I'm on Xbox, and I also actually have Nintendo for DS, 3DS. Also, still have the original DS Lite. I still have that.
I have the DS Lite,
and most likely I'm probably gonna get the Switch too. I am looking for another home console to have, because I love Nintendo.
Got the ultimate home console. PC life.
Look, at some point I am switching to the Master Race. At some point when I get enough money.
I'm PlayStation all the way. Have been since the first one.
Until Sony finally starts letting PC get the exclusive legally.
Yeah, that's not happening. No, the reason I really wanted to start getting into PC gaming is that I heard from Microsoft that now they do this thing where, you know, all the games that are for Xbox One, you can play on PC.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to get that whole cross-platform
So
thing
you know
going.
what? Gears of War, all y'all exclusives, games that I can't play on my PlayStation, I'm playing that thing on PC.
Yeah, it's better now. I mean, I love cross-platforming now. One, communities for games that are multiplayer, they don't die as fast anymore.
I mean, that's because they made all games like massive player games online.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, okay, imagine a game, you know, that was only on Xbox, you know, that was multiplayer only. You know, yeah, it's gonna have its time, but at some point, you know,
it does.
Yes, but say now it's also on PC now. It has less of a chance. It can die slower. It'll die slower.
A slow death is still a death.
Okay, look, all games.
But a slow death.
I mean, okay,
a long
I would
life.
take a game like Left 4 Dead 2. I was playing that last week. There is still a huge community for that, and that game is like almost past 10 years old.
That game is life.
Yes, like there are certain games that just don't die. Left 4 Dead 2 is that game, and they still release DLC for that game too.
Oh nah.
Wow.
Left 4 Dead.
That's because they don't want to release Left 4 Dead 3. I've been waiting for Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh, please give me a Left 4 Dead 3.
Yo, when I tell you, like, for Left 4 Dead 2, how many hours I put on that game? It's actually it's probably the second game I put the most hours on ever in my whole gaming career.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a story when it comes to Left 4 Dead. My cousin, who's right there, he and I would get into fights. We would get to a point that we generally dislike each other, and then after a couple minutes, we'd be like, "Yo, Left 4 Dead." And that was the game. That was co-op.
That is like the casual game you go to when you just want to take your aggression out.
Wait, hold up. Speaking of co-op, what do you guys think of the death of split screen?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God. Look, I can't play with with my friends next to me anymore. I miss that because that was the whole point of having friends over,
right?
Like now, I had to depend on shitty ass Wi-Fi.
For real.
I mean, then then taking the lag.
I mean,
I can't even play offline with my friends anymore now. I have to be online. I don't always want to be online.
That's true.
I mean, me personally, I love the fact that I get my whole TV monitor to myself when I'm playing with people. Because the last time I played a legit split screen was a couple years ago playing the original Halo with just a couple of friends, and we had maybe a 24-inch TV split with 4 people.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That is rough.
Now, I'm playing on a 25-inch ultra wide, and I love to keep that to myself.
I feel that, but also at the same time, like when you go over to your friend's house, you don't want to be like, all right, let's take turns with the controller, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
no, but there is.
Or like I have siblings, and I want to play a game with them, and the only games I can really play with them are like sports games.
Like,
yeah.
What I'm looking forward to? The Switch, because they do actually have that.
Like even racing games are one player.
Yeah.
Why are racing games
that's why
one player?
That's why I'm looking forward to the Switch. That's another reason, because it splits.
Oh, playing sports games though with other people is so funny because when you
it
beat them, you can rub it in their
hilarious.
face. Like,
it is hilarious.
Imagine beating someone in 2K17 in this day and age when they're right next to you.
Imagine hitting that last shot.
It's great. It's amazing. I do it all the time.
But you don't get that anymore. And also, because
you pull the LeBron James after hitting that clutch 3-point.
And also, look, I don't have a problem with anyone in the games community. I don't. But, like, sometimes you just get toxic ass players who just, like, make you just, like, want to get out of gaming sometimes.
That's why I prefer playing with my friends. Playing with a group of people that I know I'm cool with in the same room.
Like, yeah, we may talk shit, but we still cool.
Like, if I'm talking trash to you, I got love for you. I respect you.
Oh, I'm still talking shit regardless.
But not like I bring out my most insane and best trash talk when I'm with my friends. Like, if I'm playing online, it doesn't really like affect me in the same way. I'm just like, I'm gonna mute you. I'm just gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna play whatever.
Well, the thing about me now is like when I play online, I'm most likely streaming. So I gotta put on a show for the people.
You gotta put on a show. That's a little bit different. But like
I'm flipping chairs if
if I'm just playing like with my friend, like I might curse you out. But that's just because you're being a bad teammate.
Like, yo, imagine playing Left 4 Dead. We're getting surrounded by zombies, and Justin, he does some stupid shit. Like, sets a Molotov around the team, taking away all our HP.
I've done that a couple of times.
I will slap you. I will.
Yo, wait. I've done that to people, and when the boomer like throws up on you and it attracts everybody, I'm like shooting at the crowd of zombies, forgetting I'm shooting you too.
And I'm literally like, yo. I will literally look at you like, get away from me before.
No, like I've
like yo, you need to be sacrificed.
A lot of people that I've played with who've just done some stupid stuff, and these are like my friends. Like, I was playing Rocket League with like my brother the other day.
Yo, Rocket League stresses me out.
Rocket League is a fun game, but it is very hard. Yeah, split screen, 4-player, right? It was real cool. It was fine until he scored on us.
That's what stresses me out.
And I was like, why would you even send it that way? Like, our goal is the other way. Why are you, like, drift? And, like, I went off on him, and he's like, 11. Right?
And, like, I understand we're trying to move into a more online, online gaming.
We're trying to connect the world, but guess what? I don't know the world. I know my friends, and I want to play with them.
Okay, like, when you've been called...
When you've been called the N-word by a 6-year-old in Europe, that's how you know it's crazy.
That's like when like...
That's another reason I don't play online.
Yeah.
Yo, like, I haven't been called the N-word so many times in my life.
And like, yo, you can tell. Like, you can tell, like, who's not black.
You're right. You can.
You can. And like, I just hear the voice and I'm like, huh. Okay. Get offline.
I got a story for y'all though about playing. I was playing Assassin's Creed Unity online because you know how they have those co-op missions, right?
Yeah.
It was the first time I had played it. I was like halfway through the story mode. I was like, let me check this out, right? And the very first teammate that I got, right, beat the game, had all of his armor. I was like, great. He knows what he's doing. I'm gonna follow him, right? And this was a 4-player co-op mission. So I had 2 other teammates. One of them who was kind of around the same like level as me, and then one who was completely new at the game. New kid was like a 12-year-old kid, and we're in the middle of like the hardest co-op mission That we have, and he has his microphone on, and his little sister comes out from like I guess their room, and he's blasting music. You know how like people do online.
Of course.
Hate that.
Oh my god! If you're playing online and you have a mic, no music.
Thank you.
No music is allowed.
No music.
Like keep headphones in your ears.
Like it's not allowed. But like we're going, and we're in the middle of the mission where we're surrounded by a bunch of enemies with high level armor, and this girl, like his sister or something, comes out and goes, "Casey Undercover's on." Right, which is like a Disney Channel show. Oh, yeah. And he's like, "Is it new?" And just like leaves in the middle of the match. That's one reason I don't play online. So many kids.
Okay,
who just don't know what they're doing.
I don't care if I even have to use the bathroom really bad. I don't leave a game.
You wait till it's back in the lobby.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Have y'all ever had this with your parents that they would come in, actually do something, be like, "Pause the game." Like I can't.
That happened. That happened when I'm playing like Call of Duty by myself. Like not even online. It's just like you go in like the multiplayer mode,
or like especially like playing zombies.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Like
stop.
You can't pause this.
I got the best weapon. Like.
Nah.
I stop, I die.
And they're just like, well, die.
Oh no, I've had one instance. Listen, the thing about me is I don't mind I don't mind shit talkers, but there's a certain line that you cross. I've had somebody who found out there was a girl gamer in our lobby who was on the opposite team, and he was like saying all this negative, derogatory stuff. Like, I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but I just got so fed up with it that I literally just set friendly fire and I killed him as soon as we started.
See, I hate that. Like, I'm gonna just make it clear right now. Girl gamers, they're gamers too.
Yo,
and some of them
are better than
you.
Actually, no, we're going back to Left 4 Dead right now. You know what you can do in that game? When someone's not doing what they do, you can vote them out.
Yeah, you could.
Why doesn't I need that for every single game?
An excellent idea.
I need that for every single game. If someone's not doing what they're doing, or they're being a dick,
or they have music blasting,
I just say, just press pause, go to menu, vote them out.
Vote the kick.
And hey, if you get 3 to 4, depending how many people there are, vote them out.
Like, you know what? I won't trash you if you're a noob. Because you know what? Like, I'm a casual gamer. We've established this. I play casually. I like to play multiple games at once. So, I'm not the greatest when I play online. I realize that. I won't be the worst. Sometimes I'll have the worst score, but I'm not the worst player. But at the same time, like, if you're new to the game, fine, well and good. But you better not kill me. You better not get me killed. I do enough of that on my own. I don't need your help to do it. Alright? If you're a noob, just establish that you're a noob and stay in your own zone.
Oh, nah. You know what game really had me fed up? Just playing with, like, strangers online. You guys remember Splinter Cell?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you remember the last one that came out?
Was that Blacklist?
Yeah, it was Blacklist. They had a co-op mode in it.
Yeah.
So I played split screen with my cousin. We would kill everybody without being seen, all that. I played this one time with somebody that I just met online, and first thing he did, run in there, shoot the first person loud, and like we got caught immediately. Had to go guns blazing on everybody. I'm like, yo, if the whole point of this mission is to be stealth, let's be stealth.
The game is Splinter Cell. The entire point of the game is to be stealthy.
I hated that.
Let's talk. This will be one of our last 2 topics. How much time we got?
We're already at like 55 minutes.
So we can go about another 10.
Yeah.
So multiplayer Olden games, they're coming in troves. We had Rainbow Six Siege last year, along with that was actually the year before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overwatch last year.
Overwatch is the only one I don't mind.
We had Battleborn.
Here's my take on that. I'm not a huge online gamer. Right? I prefer a nice campaign mode where I can go through and kill everybody by myself. You know? Like, I'm cool with that. As more of these games come out, like, I'll play with my friends. If the game has a story mode, maybe I'll give it a chance. Like Titanfall 2 has a story mode. The online mode, very fun. And I've only played it on Xbox so far. I was chilling with one of my friends.
It's a dope game, I've heard.
Love the game.
And
like, I'm thinking about getting it for the PS4.
The mechs, I heard, and the maps, definitely, like, the map design is flawless.
They're very good. But it also has a story mode. Like, The Division, personally, I love that game. It has a story mode that you are suggested
to play
you
online.
Play with other people. I went through that entire thing by myself, with maybe the exception of a few missions when I play with my dad. Right? But I feel like if you have a game that is online, you still should give people the option of playing alone.
Yeah.
Because, like, people don't want to shell out $60 or $80, depending on if it's like a collector's edition, to play with a bunch of people they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to, like, let's say you want to play like a real day game of Overwatch. How many people is it? That's like 12 people, right?
Yeah.
That's about $60 for each person to buy that game just so you could play with your friends.
Of course, unless, you're game sharing like I do.
Right.
Game sharing helps, especially on PC, because you're like, how many people you can do it with?
I don't even know.
I know on Xbox you can only do it with one person.
I know PlayStation is only one person.
Yeah. I actually haven't even tried it. I've had mine for like a year and a half and never tried it.
I've had mine for
3
years.
I know. Allison, she does it. It works.
I know it works. It's just, sometimes school internet is too crappy to do it.
Yeah.
When I was living in my dorm, what I did was I bought my own router, connected to their phone lines, and it worked perfectly for me.
Yo, that's genius. That is brilliant.
I got that idea from someone who lived like 2 doors down from me because that's what he did. I was like, yo, that works.
That is brilliant.
That should really be college 101 right there.
Yo, college students, if you're living in a dorm, buy your own router. Plug that into the phone line.
What?
Yo, just go right to Radio Shack.
How many of those actually exist?
That's
Back
still
then.
here?
That's still a thing?
Yeah, I think I have Radio Shack. Right
Okay, but
in college.
back to like online games. Here's my take. I love my games the way I love my films. A good story.
Amen.
But I love games where you play the story and you could just jump into a multiplayer like out of nowhere. I'll give an example from Far Cry 3. I could play the missions by myself, but if I want to play with my friends, yo, jump into my game and we taking this tower together. A more recent example, Watch Dogs 2. Yo, you can play the story and somebody comes into your game and tries to hack you out of nowhere. It's annoying, but it's
very
fun.
annoying.
But it's fun.
I know Dying Light, the whole story. Someone can come into your game as a zombie.
Oh,
Try to
chill.
fuck you up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so I could be doing a mission and somebody just jump me out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Whoa.
See, I ain't with that.
No, but
I'm cool for hacking me because you're not going to try to kill me, but...
I mean...
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, they will.
they will try.
no, but my take on it. Look, like Randy, I'm not the biggest online player, mainly because my tolerance for people. Ooh, like if I really can't tolerate, I'm not gonna deal with you. Like I would literally oh, you're saying shit about me, or like you're really making this hard for me, making it hard for me to really enjoy this game. I'm just gonna leave. I don't care. I'll just exit. I will honestly exit at that point. I don't like to, but if you're really freaking annoying me to such an extent, I'm just going to leave. But I've always been one. I love a good story over anything. The story, if you put a story in a game, please make it good.
Spend some time on it.
Make it, that you have options. Actually, I love games like that.
Like Telltale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Those
when
games are
your
amazing.
choices dictate how the game goes.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, I love Telltale. I'm ride or die for Telltale. Walking Dead series.
Life is Strange.
Wolf Among Us.
Life is Strange is good.
Batman? That's where it's at.
Top notch. I beat it.
That's where it's
Awesome.
I've been taking my time with it because I don't want to beat it too quickly.
There's definitely going to be a season 2. They have to make a season 2.
Oh, it has to.
And they're also making Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're making that a game?
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Uh-huh, yeah. Also might be making a Game of Thrones 2 and a Borderlands 2, so watch out
have
for
Game
that.
of Thrones. That was intriguing.
They might make a season 2 for that, also along with Borderlands season 2, so we'll see. They're currently doing Walking Dead season 3.
I'm scared to open that door. I am so scared to open that door right now.
Let's go play your games, man. Oh, I'll tell you a story. I was playing Uncharted 4, right? Which I really enjoyed playing online. It was like playing Uncharted 4 online is better than I thought it would be as someone who doesn't really play online games, right? Part of the reason is because every match you have is with a different lobby.
Yeah.
They change characters every time. The people you play with is always different, so you're never there with the same group of people who are just waiting to kill you all the time. It's great. But it was the first time I had played the ranked
mode?
the ranked team deathmatch, right?
I got scared from it.
Like,
Because the reason, last time I checked my phone, I got a message from my ex saying that she was right downstairs. And I'm like,
Huh?
and then I heard that knock on my door, and I was like,
I would have
please don't tell me
been like, Grandma, don't open the door.
Yo, that's why I was like, yo, please tell me that's not her.
but
Yo, she would have some balls to do that. I think she was told no.
About my grandmother, yo, and she's still texting me.
so, as I was saying, Uncharted 4, it switches things up every match, which is like, it's nice when you're a casual gamer to not play against people who are just amazing and play all day long, right? That's great. But there was this one time I was playing ranked deathmatch for the first time, and I was in a group of people who we were all pretty new to the game. Like, you could tell we were new because we were all like bronze level, right? And then we're in this like other group of people who just didn't seem to care. And what I mean by that is they were clearly a group of people who played together to advance their rankings. So, I hate playing against, like, teams of people who do this all the time. But then the first time, like, first match, it was fine, it was good. We lost, not too badly. It was like, we lost by, like, 50 points or something.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad, considering, like, I figured out they're a team of people. It was like, okay, fine, it's good. Next round comes along, it's the same group of people, and that's the first time that's happened to me playing Uncharted 4, right? And I'm like, alright, so they really are a team. I figured that out. Great. My team started getting spanked. Like, brand new team started getting spanked. To the point where, like, whoever did it was like, we can't handle this. I'm still new to the game. And they quit. Like, they gave up. But not only did they like forfeited for the entire team.
Oh, damn.
I didn't even know that was possible. But because it was a ranked deathmatch, all of our points just went away and like brought us back down to like novice level.
Ooh.
Never, ever forfeit a game in ranked deathmatch.
Just take the L.
Take the L. You still get points.
Look. This isn't a Meek Mill moment. You can take this L and still be winning.
Yeah. All right. L's don't always mean.
Yes, they do.
L's always are an L, correct?
L's are
always
L.
an L.
I tried to say.
They're always an L, but they're never the end.
Yes. So last topic. Before we end this, because we're not gonna do part 2s anymore.
No.
That's too much. For editing purposes and anything.
The fact that to edit this, I have to listen to the whole podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to do part 2s anymore. We're going to keep it just one consistent part. But we'll also try, we're not professional, okay? Never going to be professional.
Just like a technical thing for this podcast. Yo, you know what we really need? We need a female touch in this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She's going to start actually helping us, too.
Good, because it's good having, guys on this, but, you need that woman's touch once in a while.
I'll talk to you about this, like, after. We'll have a plan for that.
Okay.
trust me, man. I think a lot of this through.
All right, so
Dude, I told you I planned all this a year ago.
True.
The last topic. Most anticipated game this year? Come on, let's hear it. There is a lot coming out this year.
I'm waiting for Horizon Zero Dawn.
You do? Wait, how many people have been waiting for that?
I mean, it happened. It first, was introduced in E3, this past E3, and it's supposed to come out later this year. I just want to see how it is. Like,
I mean,
God of War.
Personally, it's God of War for me.
You see,
how long has it been for a God of War game?
I could look up that list.
Probably 4 years now.
Really?
But
I think Ascension came out when I was still in high school.
But it's not like this is like another. This is not like another sequel. This is like a whole new thing.
They're rebranding it. So it's either God of War for me, Spider-Man if it comes out this year, or Injustice 2.
No,
Red Dead.
I liked Red Dead, but
I know they're gonna push it back. They're gonna push it back.
Like I'm expecting a pushback.
I don't know. Rockstar with pushbacks is very rare.
But I'm expecting. Ain't no way you're gonna tell me that you expect this game after you just announced it. That's gonna be ready in a couple months.
No, but with Rockstar, they're really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, true. Also, The Last of Us 2 might come out this year.
Yo, you get to play as Ellie.
I know.
You get to play as Ellie.
You have to play it for the last game.
It's for like a mission.
Yo, but the fact that the full thing might be just Ellie.
There's also theories that maybe Joel is dead.
And
that's a ghost.
Yeah.
I heard that theory.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the song she was singing.
That trailer was hot.
That trailer was insane.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, no love for Honor? Yo, but no love for Honor? Like, I guess it goes under those games that you're supposed to be playing online, but that one does have a story.
Yeah, okay. It's one of those. It's gonna be one of those it might be one of those gems this year.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get overshadowed later in the year because it's coming out so early in the year.
But that also just gives people time to play it.
Yeah, but once you have some of these some of the system sellers coming out. You never know. Justin, any more guys?
Games?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, South Park is one I'm really...
Definitely. South Park's definitely one of my most anticipated games. I played the first one. If you haven't, you should go. Especially if you're a South Park fan. The writing is borderline genius, honestly. The way they can honestly make fun
of everything.
And PC Principal's gonna be in it. I love PC Principal. Check your privilege.
Wait, can we just talk about this when it comes to South Park? Their turnaround time for an episode, it seems like as soon as something happens, the next week there's an episode.
Well, yeah, because they make the episode in about a span of 6 days.
Yo, their turnaround time is amazing.
TV production is insane.
Oh yeah, I know.
The amount of work and time that goes into it. Not even just as an actor, but as someone who's been a stage manager and who does lights and stuff like that.
As someone who's doing studio production.
Respect for the people behind the scenes for everything they do. Literally nothing that we see can be done without the people behind the scenes.
I'm gonna need that. I'm taking that recording and I'm putting that in my next video because I had someone who posted something on Snapchat and said, I don't want to hear TV and film majors complain because all you do in classes is watch TV and movies. And that's my next video. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that in the video.
Slow down.
But that's another topic.
I'm not about to talk. We get way too off tangent in this podcast. Okay.
Slow down.
Okay. I'm a little offended right now because none of y'all said Mass Effect.
I don't give a damn about Mass Effect.
I don't care.
No Citadel boys?
Nah.
Fuck y'all. Let's go Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay. System seller, console seller. Let's go. Mass Effect Andromeda. That's a day one buy.
For you.
Actually, no, wait. Isn't South Park coming? Oh my god, I'm spending so much money in March. South Park. Nintendo Switch.
Looks like you're gonna be broke.
I'm not buying the Switch. I'll buy South Park and Mass Effect. That's it. I'll wait on that Switch. I'm also waiting. I bought the first Red Dead. This is my first time playing it. I'll see how it is, but I'm also looking forward to it. I want to see how Red Dead 2 will be like. Zelda. Gotta listen me some Zelda.
I'm not a Nintendo person, so
I enjoy them, but I don't have a system for it.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, but
any other games?
I'm trying to think of like some other games.
I was looking forward to Scalebound, but Microsoft screwed me, so
Ha ha.
they couldn't cancel Nier Automata 2, but okay.
Is there any other good games coming out? That
Okay, wait. These are the games we know so far. There's definitely gonna be more games.
There's gonna be more. There's just no more.
Wait, isn't Cuphead coming out this year?
Is that what?
Cuphead.
I have no idea.
It's an indie game. It's old school.
That's the thing. I rarely play indie games.
The only indie game I've played and legitimately enjoyed was Journey.
There was one called Get Out of My Head.
Oh wait, State of Decay 2. That's what I'm looking forward to. State of Decay 2. I'm actually really looking forward to that.
Still never heard of that one.
Never heard of it.
Zombie game. Better. It's more hardcore than Left 4 Dead. It's actually a really good game. Justice, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I love the first Injustice. I hope they give us more characters. Just saying, give us Static Shock.
I agree.
And give us the black Green Lantern.
Oh, so you just want, black characters.
Yeah.
You could always use with more diversity.
Yeah.
True.
Just because they happen to be black, I'm biased. I'm not just saying, because they're honestly better, but okay.
I don't know. I play as a Joker every time, so I'm good.
Oh, but also, this is to developers. I know they're never gonna listen to this, but hey, get rid of Aquaman's spamming ass trident and Deathstroke's spamming ass gun.
Yo,
Deathstroke could say, get rid of Aquaman. No, he was a hack.
Yo, wait. Can we just get that as a last topic? Like, certain characters in games that are known as hacks, or certain teams are just known as super teams that you can't play as.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. I played as Cabal in MKX,
Yes!
and that's a hack right there.
Yes.
And if you play,
all he does is the Cabal. Yo, the Kano Ball.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And if you want to go to sports games, you want to go to 2K. If you play
as
the Warriors,
Cavs.
if you play as the Cavs, the Warriors, you suck. There's when it comes to certain games, there are certain characters and certain teams you're just not allowed to play as.
The only time you are allowed to play as those teams is if you are playing by yourself and trying to get a trophy. That is all.
You mean the trophies has to be like drop 50 points with one character?
Yeah. That's it. That's the only time you can play like that.
Games. We love them, but they treat us so dirty sometimes. Come on, games. Be nice to us sometimes. Be nice. All right. That puts an end to the J&J Podcast episode 2. But, we're going to start something new also. What's our closing statements? Our guest?
Closing statement. Oh, I wish I came prepared.
That's the point.
That's great.
Listen. If you're gonna be collecting these awards, you gotta have acceptance speeches prepared.
You gotta be like Obama.
Oh, be like Obama. Okay.
Oh man, you're gonna drop the mic somewhere. Don't drop this mic.
My fellow Americans, it has been a great pleasure being your video game companion and your podcast speaker. With peace, love, and happiness, this has been Randy.
Yo, I like that one.
I would also probably do the same thing, but I'd rather be Luther from Key and Peele. The greatest comedy duo. Black comedy duo. Yeah, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care if I'm biased.
I guess the one thing I gotta say is Team PlayStation all the way.
Amen.
And also, one last piece of news for me. I'm actually doing a live stream of Donald Trump's commencement. Just his inauguration.
January 20th, what time?
I don't know. I will find all that out.
Probably like 9:10.
I am live streaming that whole thing because I am just going to laugh at America.
And as Luther from the Great Key and Peele, I just want to say something. Y'all motherfuckers don't listen. Bye.
We'll see you next time.